going on? Andrew Summers here, coming at you with a helicopter this time. Now, I actually have quite a few helicopters in my room, just kind of lying around that I have built. Up to this point, I think I've only showcased one of those helicopters. I think that was my police helicopter. But I do have several helicopters lying around my room, some attack choppers, some scout helicopters, and a couple of transports. This is, however, the first helicopter that I'm displaying here. Well, first military helicopter, that is. And it is a fictional design based somewhat off of the Chinese WZ-19 attack helicopter. Now, I took some inspiration from that, sort of in the frontal area, as well as the tail design. But the design is pretty much, a lot of it is just kind of my own. What's kind of funny is that I had a helicopter carcass lying around for quite a while that was supposed to be a Chinese attack helicopter, and I just never got around to flushing out the design. I never went anywhere with it. It just kind of sat for months on end, sort of abandoned. I don't know, one day I just figured, let's see if I can make something out of this, and I pretty much completed this whole design in probably what it would equate to the span of, like, I don't know, half a day, maybe. So that was kind of, I don't know, that sort of happens every now and then. Like, I'll have designs lying around in uncompleted states until I just one day hammer them all out. I don't know if any of you have that experience when you're building. But some of the features on this model, well, there's, I don't know, you can't really put too many features into a helicopter. But the rotor blades, they do spin up top, so you get some spinning action there. The fenestrian design, we'll get to that a little bit later. But more just up front type of stuff. There are two pilots in this helicopter, or rather I should say one pilot and one gunner. So I can open that up there. You can see, kind of the pilot and the gunner in there. They're sitting fairly snug. The Construction's sort of unorthodox. I actually just use a couple finger hinges, one on either side, so I can get the plates there to work. You get a nice little nose sensory detail up front. Then below it is the main gun. Now, I would have liked to do a bit more designing on this main gun, but due to the restrictions on the available room between the bottom of the helicopter and the actual ground, that's sadly all I can do. At least for now, that is. But yeah, the wheels right here, again, these are sort of what restrict the gun. So I can't really do too much because they only lift the helicopter up so high. Now those wheels are connected via strut to the main body of the helicopter. And then there's this, I don't know what you can call it, maybe flange or something that connects to the other wheel. Doesn't provide too much support, if I'm honest, but it's more there because it kind of reflects the look that I wanted for this helicopter. Now the armament on either side, you get, in the white here, you get an air-to-air missile, you get two air-to-ground missiles, and then you just have dumbfire rockets, which, I don't know, I would presume you find standard on attack helicopters for just errant ground targets. Onto the back, how I spoke about the fenestrian design earlier. If you're unaware of what a fenestrian is, that's sort of just like the tail rotor of a helicopter, but put into a housing. If I'm correct on this, you can probably correct me if I'm wrong, but at least one of the benefits of doing that is reduced noise, which is, I'd say, important if you're trying to sneak up on people in a helicopter. But yeah, you can see the tail design here. It's kind of funny is that I sort of hobbled this tail design together. Right here should be a 45-degree inverted slope. I didn't have any left, so I came up with a cheese slope and a 1x1 modified brick. Then the landing gear itself, fairly simple stuff all around. Now if we move on to the hull, you can see there's the engine right there, and then some of the sloping to form the shape of the helicopter. Which, I gotta say, this thing is very swooshable. You just grab it by the midsection, or the tail boom right here, and you can fly that thing all around to your heart's content. But anyhow, that's pretty much a wrap on this helicopter. I do have a U.S. attack helicopter, and as I said, I got other helicopters in store, some scout helicopters and transport helicopters. We'll get to those in due time. You know, it just depends on when I decide to get off my butt and make some videos. But anyhow, hope you enjoy the build and the video. If you want, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we'll get some more content going on the regular. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.